KREM 2 News at Noon begins now.
A woman died after a bus hit her near Meade High School. So today, the school district releasing a statement about the crash.
And snow is coming down across the inland northwest. I'll let you know where it's sticking and how long it lasts coming up.
The Spokane Public School District has hundreds of projects in mind for this year. We'll hear from the superintendent on how they're moving forward and what the timeline looks like. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on KREM 2 News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti. Let's get right to the big headline of the day. We do have team coverage this afternoon here at the noon hour. We have folks out in the weather because that's what everyone is talking about. If you're a skier, it is great news. And we have, of course, Nicole with the weather today. We have Brandon out there on the roadways and a live look over Riverfront Park. So let's begin right now with this snow. Nicole, let's talk about what we'll see in the next couple of hours and into the next couple of days, and then we'll get to Brandon right after.
Yeah, Laura, what we see in the next few hours is a lot more of this. The snow is just going to keep coming down. Right now, we're on the South Hill, and as you can see, snow's coming down. The difference between here on the South Hill and in downtown Spokane is we are actually seeing snow accumulate. So I don't know if you can see on the very bottom edge of our screen here is a little layer of snow up top as well. That is, of course, because we are cold enough to see some of our snow stick. And it's snowy enough snow that it's actually working. But down in downtown Spokane, you can see on the grasses and stuff, nothing sticking down there. Huge difference, just a couple hundred feet is making. That's because our snow level is right in between the elevation of downtown Spokane and the South Hill. Right now, it's a little bit chilly. It's 33 degrees out here technically, but it feels like 22. Part of that is because of the wind. I'm kind of facing this way a little bit because the wind is nice and gusty and it's pushing all of the snow kind of this direction. The wind is going to stay gusty for today and into tomorrow as well. Sustained winds between 15 to 25 miles per hour. So not a ton, but just a little bit. Here's a look at where it's snowing across the inland northwest, pretty much everywhere. We've got Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Deer Park, Sandpoint, all of these spots definitely feeling snow at this point. Whether it's sticking or not, that's going to depend on where you are. Moses Lake through the Palouse is the only exception to that. The Palouse is getting rain. Moses Lake is technically getting snow, but it's evaporating before it even comes down to a level that we would be able to see it. Now we want to get a look at things with what are you seeing?
Hey there, Nicole. Well, kind of like what we were talking about this morning, we know anytime the snow starts to come down, we see a little bit more of those accidents start to pile up. Earlier, though, when we were chatting, there wasn't any snow coming down. It's now officially making its way down here, but if I was behind the steering wheel, our photojournalist Al is, but if I was behind the wheel, this wouldn't bother me too much. These are pretty solid conditions, but nonetheless, if things do start to pick up, if we start to see things become even more slick than what they currently are right now with more snow accumulating on the roads, it's never a bad time to think about some safety driving tips here in the winter. Number one I got for you right here off the rip is slow down, drive smoothly, adjust your speed to the conditions. All movement, steering, accelerating, and braking should be gentle and gradual to prevent a loss of traction and skidding. Next thing, increase your following distance. So even in conditions like this, it can get a little bit foggier. It can look a little bit less visible because of this. Even though there's not much snow accumulated on the roads right now, still give yourself a good little bit of distance. So that way, even if you do go up to, you saw that bus just drove through this big puddle right here, it gives you enough time to stop if you start to slide or skid. So give yourself about 8 to 10 seconds of distance. That way you have more room to operate on snowy or icy roads. Again, those are just a few reminders. I know a lot of us are seasoned veterans in the winter conditions, but even the best of the best sometimes can get thrown off guard for those slick, icy conditions. Again, right now things look good, but for right now, we'll go ahead and toss it back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you very much. We do have some new details this afternoon in a deadly bus crash that happened near Meade High School last night. The Meade School District releasing a statement. expressing their concern and support for those in mourning. They say they have dedicated counselors and support staff to care for any students or staff who may need it. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says the crash happened on Hastings Road yesterday evening. A woman was trying to cross on a crosswalk when the driver of a Meade school bus hit her. She was taken to a hospital where she died. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is still investigating, but says impairment and speed do not appear to be factors in the incident. Do not appear to be factors. The Meade School District says they will continue to cooperate fully with the police during this investigation. And today we did get an update on what to expect from the Spokane Public School District for 2026. We asked the SPS Superintendent, Adam Swinyard, Dr. Adam Swinyard, for the latest on the Adams Elementary School construction. He shared how they prepared students and staff for the change.
First day of camp at Adams went really well. Lots of time and effort was invested in making sure everybody was prepared and understood transportation. We did bus school prior to winter break to make sure that we get everybody there efficiently and we're up and running. They'll start demolition of the old building this month with the hope that new construction can start in March.
We also asked him about upcoming projects for Together Spokane. He says they are working to figure out the timeline for more than 200 projects. These projects will impact schools and parks throughout the city. SPS will release this timeline, we're told, in the next 3 to 6 weeks. So we'll certainly track that. In the meantime, Spokane Velocity adding to their coaching staff for next season. The club announcing Neil Lavati is joining in as associate head coach. Lavati comes from Forward Madison, where he helped lead multiple playoff runs and a USL Cup Finals appearance last year. Head coach says he's excited to bring that experience to Spokane as the Velocity opens the 2026 season coming up March 8th. And our KREM 2 News family has some exciting news to share with you. We are welcoming a new team member this coming Monday. Join evening anchor Mark Hanrahan and chief meteorologist Jeremy Legoo for KREM 2 News at 6 coming up on January 12th to meet KREM's new evening anchor. So here's a hint. She's from this area and is excited to be back home. So don't miss out. Join us for KREM 2 News at 6 o'clock. Again, that's coming up on Monday night.